A for analytics and also C for yes.
And if there is an assessment that would go ahead and help you understand your personality if you are interested. Yes, Satish? Thank you. So, may I request the grammarian to please introduce herself?
Okay, hi Jayanti. So, I have to say the role or?
You just okay, explain the role carefully.
Explain the role.
Yeah, role the role. Do you have anything thought about a word of the day?
No, word of the day.
Or we can take a moment to give a word of the day.
Yes.
Word of the day is Illuminati, right?
No, that's the theme of the day.
Just go ahead and give any word, Jayanti, or pick a word from the previous meetings.
Oh, okay. I have to give. Generally, TMOD has to give, right?
Normally we ask the marriage.
Just changes from club to club. You were very unprepared for this, so our apologies.
So why don't we go with clandestine, which is a secretive meeting. Clandestine.
That's very good. That word only I wanted to say.
Clandestine, it means a secret meeting.
Who?
Normally used in a negative sense.
Oh, okay. It's not synonymous to surreptitious.
To?
Surreptitious.
Serendipity or something like that.
Can be used for surreptitious, but not for serendipity for sure.
The married, correct. Very useful. You got this Meraki. Understand.
So I'm trying to understand where this Illuminati actually originated. It was in Bavaria. There was a little boy who was a Jew, and the entire family converted into Christianity. But unfortunately, this boy was orphaned at a very young age, and his uncle took him over and made sure he got his education. Even as a child, this boy was an avid reader, interested in knowing how things work, wanted to understand human behavior, and he spent a lot of time in the library developing his knowledge. He was Adam Weishaupt. I'm not too sure of the pronunciation of the second name, so I'm going to call him Adam going forward. And Adam, at one point of time, was not convinced by the religious ideas, and he felt these belief systems were no longer adequate to run the world. So he wanted to be a part of another society called the Freemasons, who were known for their liberal thinker. But he did not pass the test that you have to become a Freemason. So he decided to form his own secret society, and that's how Illuminati was formed. The very first meeting of the Illuminati happened on the 1st of May 1776 with just 5 people as its members, and it happened on the outskirts of a forest by name Ingolstadt. After they started the Illuminati Society, they had a few criteria for people to join. The criteria were, number 1, the person should have the consent of all the current members to become a member. Number 2, you cannot be more than 30 years of age, because they strongly believe once you cross 30 years, you're very set in your way of thinking and you will not adapt to new ideas. We agree to Satish. The third idea, you had to have a strong family and social background. You had to be belong to a prominent family to be a member. And the fourth and the last criteria, which probably gave way to a lot of conspiracy theories, was the fact that you had to be wealthy to be a part of this society. With that, we will now get into the second segment of our Toastmasters meeting, which is the prepared speech segment. And to start off this, we have our first speaker, Toastmaster Poothathan. Before I invite Toastmaster Poothathan, I would like to invite his evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Satish, to read out the objectives.
Good morning, Meraki and our guest Jayanti. So Poothathan is attempting project number 1 from his pathways, the icebreaker. The objective of his speech is to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. The timing is 4 to 6 minutes. All the best, Poothathan. Over to you.
Thank interesting note before I would call Speaker Poothathan on stage is even in Thailand we have Illuminati societies.
Late night, people were quarreling. There were ambiguity in their thoughts. They were praying and blessing for the best. Exactly 9 a.m. there was a sound, a crack. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm sure you guessed it right. Mr. and Mrs. Rakesh, blessed with a baby boy. He is my friend. Out of 7 people achieved this status, becoming a father. But I am not even in the 10th. I was wondering what's happening. When I had having this conversation with my friend, he said, making a baby is not that tough. But naming them is very tough. I was wondering why you have to face this much troubles. He said, I have to satisfy a lot of stakeholders when it comes to naming the child. Like father's side, the girl's side, even numerology, astrology, those things. That's when I realized I listened to my family's their thoughts, how they have named people in their during that time. In my friend's case, they collected few names and they filtered it out, and finally they picked one name and named that child. But in my family, they collected group of names and they made children and matched them. My grandfather had 9 children. My father is one among them. So he is the 6th person in my family. Naming was very simple. Since he is the 6th person, they named it as Sendil Arunam. If you are the first person, so they named him Ganapati. This was their tradition. And even if you look at my family hierarchy, my aunt name is Parvati, Gomati and Lakshmi. But there is no Saraswati. That is why my family is little. Education wise, they are not that up to that level.
Oh my God.
And you wonder how I get my name. My grandfather had a different strategy, but all my fathers and their aunts and my uncles have one single strategy. If it is a first child and male, we will name it with the grandfather's name. So in my family, we have 6 Poothathans.
Oh my God. Oh.
And if it is a girl, we will give the name of the grandma. So we have 4 Sivagami. So at any given point of time in my school, we have 3 Poothathan and 2 Sivagami studying in the schools. If there are any problem arising out, they have to know which Poothathan, what age, which class. So it is very easy for you to do anything and get away with it. This name, Poothathan, I am sure 90% of the people I know till now do not get the name right. Even when the team would introduce my name, Poothathan, Satish is, I can't relate how Satish usually Samandi. So we'll go to, my name is Poothathan. So in Tamil it will come with Poo. So education also not family. So Poothathan is how they spell it. I have a wonderful time with this name. I don't have to introduce myself to impress anyone. Just with my name, I get introduced to the whole class. Every in every class, I have to reiterate my name to my professor. There was one point of time when the professor could not read my name, and he was like trying to spell it. Whole class was saying my name. I am not a mischievous guy. I am not very good at studying, but everybody knows me. In fact, I feel like if you have anyone any girl or anyone if they want to impress me, just ask them to say my name properly. Even also I have no problem. I can still get impressed. When I wanted to talk about myself, right, I was thinking, okay, this is icebreaker speech. I can speak about myself what and all. But I wanted to make myself important to all, to the audience here. Then I realized if I want to feel important, I have to talk about people who feel that I am important to me. So I talk about my friends. I'm a very friendly person, but I don't make friends that easily. It takes years of time. So when I look at my childhood days, I have like very large number of friends because I studied with them from UKG to 12th standard. Now the things have changed. I am very friendly. People are very friendly. I don't know whether they are friends or not. Such a confusion is happening here. And third thing that really defines me is food. I love food. By appearance, you may be wondering it is not like correlating or anything. I love the way the food is made and how I eat it. So there are some people who eat, who swallow, and I taste each and for the whole meal. I taste each and every bite of it. So especially when I go home, I feel whenever I am there, I will get the onion dosa. Onion means small onion, not the big onion. I personally feel that the greater the number of onion dosa your mom makes, the greater the love she shows. So that's how it's been progressing. Today I am here in the Toastmasters journey. Believe me, I don't like speaking at all. It was an accident when I joined Toastmasters because I asked my brother I want to improve my communication, how to do it. So I want to join spoken English class. No, he says no, that is something different. You join from here. So that's how I accidentally started Toastmasters. And they said we need to contest everything. That was the first contest I joined. That's a humorous contest. And they said no, you are a humorous speaker now. Now after 7 years, I am still contesting and participating and speaking. This is like going forward. So today I feel like there is a particular specific objective in this project. It's like have a goal for your journey. And this is something I feel, I know the time is but when I look back for 7 years, I do not put myself in a template. I'll just prepare a speech and I will go away and give the speech and I complete it and I complete my speeches and everything. And today I feel I should have a proper progress in my speaking journey. So I Poothathan myself committing that every alternative meeting I am